gonna have this spot. Oh no, I think I know that. So we have a different board today.
on? How was that? My voice is terrible, but does that sound okay? It's loud enough in my ear, but that's good.
starters, number 5, Joey Gagnon. Number 6, Noah Buckin. Number 7, Grayson Black.
All right, good evening and welcome back to historic Queen's Park Arena, the third home game for the Junior A Salmonbellies tonight with the first of 3 with the Langley Thunder. Salmonbellies with back-to-back wins, both at home to open the season.
Number 42, Zeke Terry. Number 44, Jacob Glass. Number 48, Jackson Reed.
Thunder
Number 49,
haven't lost yet in their first 3.
Number 77, Josiah Allen. Number 84, Cole O'Callahan. Number 89, Keanu Smith. And number 96, Mason Eastgate.
This is the first of 4 on the road.
Hands together and let's welcome out your Junior A Salmonbellies. Starting goalie, number 29.
Into the lineup for New West, wearing number 3. Scott Williams back with the team.
Number 3, Scott Williams. Number 4, Graham Forstad. Number 7, Riley Alexander. Number 9, Brady Schur. Number 11, Matt Lambert. Number 14, Luke Sonnen. Number 15, Ryan Sheldrake. Number 16,
Cam Anderson and Josh Beauregard
Brendan Barger.
will call this one.
Jack Mellon. Number 20, Jackson Weatherby. Number 21, Cole Kennett. Number 23, Eli Smith. Number 39, Kai Stewartson. Number 41, Miles Gifford. Number 55, Lincoln Twombly. And number 88, Brandon Kirby. Head coach Russ Hurd. Assistant coaches Rory McDade, Jerry Van Beek, President Walt Weaver, and General Manager Warren Goss. Can I ask those that are able to stand?
All right, now pause for the national anthem. Ian Douglas with you back on Trickshot, and nobody ever complains, but there will be more dead air than myself.
Fans, please be aware of the crossballs leading the playing surface at all times.
Langley, as I mentioned, winning their first 3 all on the road, 9-5 in Nanaimo to start the season, then just by 1 in Burnaby last week, and in Delta winning 7-6 over Logan Schuss, and the Islanders, Salmonbellies, winning 9-5 here at home over Delta last Tuesday, starting the season with an 8-5 win over Nanaimo, Sunday the 17th. Starting in goal to our right, Marcus Kahn; to our left, Boris Maximenko. Ryan Sheldrake winning that back into New West territory. Langley on the ball first. From the right side, driving toward the net there, Okiyama. Loose ball in the corner. 3 Salmonbellies, 2 Thunder. Maximenko stuck his stick out there. Now finally scooped up and turned around. Kirby getting that to center. Eli Smith. Smith, double team there. Brandon Kirby on him, as well as Eli Smith now to the goal there. Knocked off the stick of Callahan. New West with their first possession. Farstad, now Williams across. Twomley. Lincoln waiting in a low shot, bouncing that into Kahn between the legs. Longacre scooping up a loose ball there. Jackson Reed out there as well. Longacre across for Allen. Terry onto the floor, takes the pass there from Glass. Thunder moving it around and just getting it on there. Josiah Allen off the bench to the goal. Phelan trying to track down the loose ball with Stewartson. Bellies keeping it going. Alexander, the light blue shoes this season, across left side over there. Schnur toward the goal. Shot on, bouncing ball, and Bellies with a fresh 30. Phelan taking the pass there from Marcher, moving it around. Farstad, bodies in front. Farstad looking, finally hits 2 in front of him. Ball back to center. Leite will send that in as final seconds of the 32.5 in. 2-1 New West on the shot clock, as they usually do on Tuesday nights. The senior Salmonbellies staff trickling in. Opened at home on Thursday. In Coquitlam on Saturday as Weatherby getting it over center along the left side. Eli Smith. Twomley just tossing that over the head of Glanville. Ren knocked down behind the net, scooped up Ronan Bellotti. Has a cross side of the net there, back and forth, and the first goal of the game. Cole O'Callahan, 2 chances there. O'Callahan 3-12 in. Glanville starting it in, now taking a pass out in front, making moves, and somewhere in the back of the net now. Glanville found the ball there before Marcus Kahn. Kahn made the first stop. It was tangled up in his legs. 1-1. Goals 18 seconds apart. First goal, the first chance tonight for the Bellies' new goal song. Apparently voted almost unanimously in the locker room. I'll try and remember the name, but I definitely wasn't born when that came out. Alexander. Glanville. Twomley along the left side. Twomley around 1, knocked a stick out of a Thunder gloves there. Farstad across for Twomley around one side of the net, and stick side kept out by Kahn. Bellies keep it going. Twomley, Glanville, Alexander back for Glanville across. Williams, a loose stick out there. Twomley, right side here. Farstad took the pass, dropped the ball, gets it back. Farstad across. Glanville, center of the floor over the top and bouncing that off of Kahn. 6-2 New West on the shot clock. 1-1. Glanville into his own end boards there with Bakatsis behind him. It's not June yet, but a decent cold at the end of May. I guess it was cold outside here today. 5 minutes gone. Langley opened the scoring. Just firing that wide Mason Eastgate. The Senior A 1-1 as right in front there, Leite bounces that off high on Kahn. Seniors 1-1 in their first two, and just waiting for the goal to be announced. 2 goals now, having trouble connecting. New scorekeepers tonight, but I can't answer the phone and stumble my way through on the air at the same time. As six gone, 1-1, 11. New West, Glanville, Twomley now center of the floor, ripped that well wide stick side. Glass across there, bouncing ball. Hook Stratton, and they score. Hook Stratton. 6:25 in. Langley with the first, now back in front. And the Bellies give it away, almost off the face-off there. Bellotti down the floor. Ronan bouncing it off of Maximenko in tight. New West coming up with it wide over center along that left side. Luke Sonnen, Williams, Twomley, Glanville, and Phelan onto the floor with Alexander. Twomley across, jumping to reel that in. Williams across now. Twomley, Glanville. Glanville just getting away from Ronan Bellotti. And over center there, Okiyama getting it going. Watt dumped as Vanichuk tried to take the pass, and ball kept out there by Maximenko, Schnur, Leite, Phelan, and Williams here. 5-on-5. Phelan into the corner there. Farstad from one side to the other, bouncing that off of Marcus Kahn. Phelan for Leite. Leite now bouncing that well in front of the goal off the glass. Bellies, though, still with control. Leite for Farstad, sending it in wide side of the net, and Phelan kept out there. 8.5 gone. 2-1 Thunder. Smith off the bench into the far corner down there. Hook Stratton. Out for Allen now. Sent across there by Eastgate and past Maximenko. Braden Longacre, center of the floor. 3-1 Thunder. 8:52 into this first period. Back-to-back goals. And I think the PA and scorekeepers kind of sorted themselves out here as we catch up on the goals. Alexander onto the floor. Twomley. Glanville already out there. Farstad and Phelan now. Farstad across. Glanville, Twomley. Center of the floor now running in, and a low shot stick side. Kept out there by Marcus. Caleb backing him up. Almost 10 gone first period. 3-1 Thunder. And from one end to the other, unable to get a shot away there. Dane Hebert. Kennett. Hoping that for Watt. Now Leite in front, and he got a shot away. Schnurr kept out. Shots 11-6 New West, 3-1 Langley. 3-on-6 with Maximenko starting. Eastgate. Glass now faked a shot, chucked it across the floor down there. Vanachuk as the 30 is done. Senior A Salmonbellies. GM back again. Ray Porcelato taking this one in. Twomley. Across Farstad. Around bodies, high, stick side. Caught the glove there. Jackson Reed can't get down that right side. Kennett and Phelan there. Ball nicely kept going there by Longacre. Vanachuk on that right side. Terry. Eastgate. Glass across. He's got some glitter on his stick as one down, both back up, and Eastgate pushing back and forth with Kennett, and Kennett with the penalty here. New West looking for more, but Cam Anderson sending Cole Kennett off for an illegal cross-check.
Salmonbellies penalty number
at
21.
11:35.
2 minutes for cross-checking. That's Kenneth. 2 minutes cross-checking at 8:25. Salmonbellies penalty box brought to you by Pluto's Enterprises.
First power play for either team. First penalty of the game, and the first shot kept out there as Marcher for Leahy over center. Glanville, Williams, and Alexander. Run, the captain, slipped there, center of the floor, still with it, still standing, but just rolls it in and heads off. Eastgate. Chop pass across there. Vanachuk passing with Eastgate. Vanachuk over the top, scores through bodies. 4-1 Thunder. Power play goal. 12:41 in.
Thunder's fourth goal scored on the power play by number 12, Austin Vanachuk. Assist number 96, Mason Eastgate. And number 24, Brayden Longacre.
Vanachuk from Eastgate and Longacre. 4-1, back to 5-on-5. Eastgate, or pardon me, Glass over the top. New West ahead on the clock. 12-10. Loose ball and scooped up there. Joey Gagnon. Tough to miss him on the floor. Easily the brightest shoes out there this season. Theo, you need a pair of shoes like that. Theo producing this game along with Matt. Stephanie on the camera downstairs. New West last season had a decent mix of shoes out there. Shot into the armpit, stick side on Maximenko. New stats team for the league, at least in this building tonight. We'll catch up on that in the intermission. Alexander for Williams. Back for Riley along the right side. Across there, Twomley. Moving it for Schnurr, now tossing that across off of something in front. Schnurr with a low shot kept out. Decent crowd trickling in. New West on the road for the first time this season tomorrow in Burnaby. Glass for Eastgate. Sent back in front. Glass pushed off the ball there by Luke Sonnen. Luke must be up there or by a long shot the tallest in the league. Sent to the floor in front of Beauregard there, shaking his head no. Glanville up and with it. Leahy failing along this right side. Farstad across. Wren trying to make a move now. Lost the ball. But the Belly is trying to keep it going. Alexander pushed almost back to center, but across. And trying to back away from one, all tangled up in the middle there, Keegan Leahy. It's noisy below us, mainly right now from the Thunder bench, as fighting off almost two there, getting a shot on Hebert. Four minutes left. Weatherby for Twomley off the bench with Schnurr, Farstad, and Phelan. Williams still out there in his first game this season. Longacre, pardon me, along the right side, Eastgate. It might work, but it tastes awful, so I'm not trying it. We'll try and get through tonight. 13-13 the shots. Terry with Smith behind him, taking the pass there. Smith along this left side, Allen. Center of the floor looking for a pass now to the right there, Longacre. Jesse Watt handing off for Glanville across. Leahy off the bench. Got something onto Kahn. Vandenchuk trying something low there. Quite a few shots on both sides, catching bodies in front. Kahn well out there to toss that over center. He had it in his stick, but when Vandenchuk went to shoot it, it fell out. Twomley now with Farstad. Alexander behind the net walking around. Scotty Williams now. Schnurr with the low shot. It's between the legs. Stays out. 2 minutes left. Smith across. Right side there. Vandenchuk, and I went high off the glass and down the floor. Glanville behind the net there, sending it out in front and off of bodies. Everyone looking for it behind the net. Jack Phelan. Vandenchuk along this left side, Eastgate. Getting it back there from Terry. Terry's side of the net. Just got a piece of that. Maximenko out to the left and down the floor. Eli Smith, final minute. Thank goodness. 4-1 Thunder, 15-14 New West on the shot clock, 16-17-14 is Williams and Glanville there. And the Thunder down the floor. Ronan Bellotti trying to get something going with 13 on the shot clock, 24 left in the period. Hook Stratton, right side there, Vandenchuk, and Eastgate tries to finish but wide, and timeout New West, 11 on the clock.
Timeout 7 minutes.
Maximenko starting this game. Floor is sponsored by CIBC Private Wealth. Scott Williams into the lineup, wearing number 3. Lincoln Twomley, sponsored by cabinet maker Profit Systems. I know. I'm at almost every game other than in Langley for Junior A, Senior A, and Senior B, but Cam Anderson, he and I maybe haven't seen each other once in the last 2 weeks. Schnurr with 10 on the clock, down 4-1. Maximenko on the bench. Alexander taking the pass, right side, got that shot low, kept out. As Alexander pushed there at the whistle by Ronan Bellotti. Grayson, the captain, wearing number 7, Ronan 8. All right. 10 minutes on the clock, the first intermission. We'll get a summary when we get back. Langley 4, New West 1. Ian Douglas with you here from historic Queen's Park Arena on Trickshot. Bellies back on the floor with their song this season. Down 4-1. Langley opened the scoring at 3:12. 18 seconds later, Brent Glanville tied the game unassisted. The Thunder, Hebert, Okayama, and O'Callahan with the first goal. Hook Stratton and Eastgate made it 2-1. 3-1 from Longacre and Allen. And the final goal of the period, Austin Vanachuk from Eastgate and Longacre. Maximenko starting this game for the Salmonbellies. Marcus Kahn for the Thunder, Cam Anderson and Josh Beauregard. Calling this one off the face-off there. Leite sending that up in the air, but the Thunder with it. Okayama side of the net, and Vanachuk bounces that off. Sonnen with the pass over center. Schnurr looking right side down there. Alexander across. Glanville reaching up for that. Schnurr now low, and Williams whipping that off of Kahn. Shots 17-14. New West on the clock in that first period. Schnurr toward the net there, took the pass, trying to spin around Riley Alexander. Phelan along that right side in the corner. Scott Williams out of there for Leite along this left side. Center of the floor, let that go high and wide, stick side.
Fans, please be aware of lacrosse balls leaving the playing floor at all times.
It was cool today, at least at the airport. Just 16, cloudy all day. I think some rain early this morning. No blading the seawall until it dries up. Vanachuk across, getting it back there from Eastgate. From the left side, center of the floor, Hebert sending that toward the goal, back the other way with the almost orange creamsicle shoes there. Sheldrake, right side for Farstad, Glanville, Phelan, and Schnurr out here. Brady, center of the floor, low and into the pads of Connie. Keeps that on this side of the line. Bellotti. Ronan there, now Terry. Longacre to the goal out of the corner. Hook Stratton still with it. Hook Stratton now lining up and high there off the shoulder of Maximenko. Hook Stratton back with it. Right side Longacre. Brendan sends that low just off the glove side knee. 2:20 gone second period. 4-1. Thunder. Langley looking for 4 straight, already with 3. And it's their 4th game of the season and 4th on the road. Schnurr sending that across off of Farstad, up and out of play. Grayson Bellotti there will head off, and Koji Okayama for Hook Stratton. Smith behind him. Austin Vanachuk. Hook Stratton along that left side. Mason Eastgate there, and Eastgate lets it go. Looking between the legs off of Maximenko and down the floor. Nice job to dig that out of the end boards and keep it going. A pair of thunder, and he's wiped out. Ren Glanville had the ball, and just Ronan Bellotti running him over times 100 as that's bounced wide there by Smith, and now Weatherby trying to stand his man up. Grayson Bellotti. Glanville on the bench and waiting to head out again. Ball off the boards and down the floor. Okiyama. That was a huge hit. Glass, Okiyama, Longacre. More bodies to the floor there as Terry bounces that across. Loose ball and just over center. He had it, but a penalty behind the play, an illegal cross check to New West. Ben Sonnen. Sonnen off here for 23 in.
Salmonbellies penalty number 14, Luke Sonnen, 2 minutes for cross check. Sonnen, 2 minutes cross check at 15:37.
The Thunder with their second power play, 1-for-1 in the first period. Hoekstrand bouncing that high off the shoulders of Maximenko and out. 19-19, the shots on the clock. Vandenchuk back and forth with Eastgate. Eastgate now side of the net there. Jacob Glass all moving it around, and Eastgate chucking that well over Maximenko. Rolling ball, and Glass picks it up, then he's dumped by Brendan Marcher. And I thought the play had been whistled dead, but Kennett went to the floor, limps off. 5-on-4 Langley for another minute. 5.5 gone second period, 4-1 Thunder. Kirby will slow it down on the Thunder side of center. Sending it below us here as Glanville back out there. Kirby reaching for it and can't keep it on Langley's side as now play whistle back in. The ball was left there. Kirby across. Leahy off the bench scores. Off a play, the Thunder, at least on the floor, didn't look like they knew what was happening, just left the ball sitting there. And off the bench, Keegan takes the pass and up high, stick side on Kahn. 5:58 in. Short-handed goal.
Salmonbellies' second goal scored shorthanded will be number 16, Keegan Leahy. Assist number 88, Brandon Kirby. And number 20, Jackson Weatherby. Time of the goal.
Kirby and Weatherby assisting on Leahy's goal. Keegan's jersey for Mr. Mike's, as well as Jackson Weatherby with Geese Apparel. Thunder lead 4-2. Vandenchuk Austin into the right corner there, and it's waved off at the line, sending it in front. Longacre from the corner. Josh Beauregard at the side of the net there. Schnurr off the boards. Brady winding and just sending that low and out of play. So big short-handed goal there for New West just to stay within 2. And Langley now 1 for 2 on the power play, giving up a short-handed goal. Center of the floor, Smith had that knocked away. Kirby will just roll that in. And our only blind spot up here as Leite takes the check there from Washington. Got the ball to the net and back the other way over center. Ronan Bellotti had it knocked out of his stick, gets it back there as Gifford got a piece of him. Right corner, Hoog Stratton now will send that across, reaching up, and Smith got a piece of it low onto Force. 11 and a half left, second period, 4-2 for the visitors. Glanville tossing that across, bodies all around there. Scott Williams got a piece of it. Thunder catching up on the shot clock. 23-21 now. Loose ball taken down the floor, and Sheldrake sending that off of Kahn. Battle between the two benches. Eastgate now to the net there, and Maiden Bakatsis kept out. Farstad scooping that up. A cross right side. Alexander now center of the floor, and Leite leans into that wide and out of play. Five on five. Alexander moving that across, now chasing it back to center, swats at it. Will get it deep, but Ronan Bellotti across. Joey Gagnon with the bright pink gets that over center. Allen along the boards. Glass. Longacre. Hoog Stratton. Hoog Stratton across. Glass finding some space and taken down there. Trying to go up high around the stick. Kirby with Reed all over him. Schnurr off the left boards, looking to shoot low, and bodies everywhere, but caught a piece of the stick there of Kahn. And Glanville sparring back and forth with Noah. Nine left, Thunder getting set up. Austin Vandenchuk across Glass. Now Vandenchuk takes the pass here, right side, and rising shot into the center there of Maximenko. Weatherby. Schnurr taking the pass there from Farstad. Schnurr now across right side, and he didn't get all of that. Alexander hitting the stick with his stick, trying to get that on goal. Now Glanville will just toss it in the final seconds. Langley will host Coquitlam on Thursday, 7:30 at the Event Center, and New West in Burnaby tomorrow at 7, and on Trickshot here. Penalty coming up at the side of the net beside Maximenko. New West is going off as Forrest just falls back on that. Terry with the shot, and Eli Smith going here at 12:19. Smith for an illegal cross check.
New West penalty to number 23, Eli Smith. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Smith, 2 minutes cross-checking at 7:41.
Langley's third power play now, 1 for 2. And I just saw the end of it there. Longanker sent down and helped back up, but Marcher is already to the box. Cam Anderson wants Longacre. Slow to get up, then was heading off. Now across the floor, asking questions. Langley wants the ball back. 5-minute high sticking call as just 9 seconds into Smith's illegal cross check. Now the 5 goes up on the board. Marcher off at 12:28.
U.S. penalty number 18, Brendan Marcher.
Thunder penalty here as well.
5 minutes for high sticking. 7:32.
One shot onto Boris there in his knee.
2 minutes for cross-check.
And Longacre, a 2-minute cross-checking penalty. So 4-on-3 here. New West with the ball and a low shot there. Williams trying to get his rebound off of Marcus Kahn. A ton of room out there right now. Glass, Eastgate, Austin Vandenchuk, and Hoogstraten. Austin right side, Hoogstraten back for Vandenchuk now. Getting it back, passing back and forth there with Eastgate, and ball bouncing behind the goal there. Maximenko will get it out and over center. Weatherby across, Farstad off the bench. Farstad off of one body, now side of the net. Farstad took the pass there from Schnurr. All 3 penalties at different times, as we will get back to 4-on-4 for 9 seconds before it's 5-on-4 Langley. After the 5 minutes for high sticking to Marcher. Now 5-on-4 for a full 3 minutes. Thunder lead 4-2. Austin Vandenchuk moving in, back and forth, passing there with Eastgate. Shot onto Maximenko, again stuck in his knee there. 5:18 left. This one felt like it went fast. A lot up on the board as nice to spin away from his man there. Alexander across. Phelan flips for Glanville. Running to the net there, Leite. Glanville trying to get around his man, and a short side shot wide. Austin Vanachuk. I'm trying to think exactly what that is, but he has blue and maybe pinkish glitter on his stick, around his stick. It's like for a birthday party as Vanachuk sends that low and wide, and the rebound on and kept out. No, that's something reflecting. Whatever it is, I haven't seen it before, and I don't see it out here on anyone else's stick. Schnurr. Right side there, Williams took the pass and waiting, finally. Trying to sneak that past. Bakatsis, Vanachuk across Longacre. Austin looking behind him there. Smith onto the floor, 5-on-4 for another minute. Penalty time here as Glass winds up and kept out. Maximenko sending that ahead, bouncing on Watt, reels it in front of the net. Leite turning and kept out. Another short-handed chance. Phelan. Alexander. Glanville. High center of the floor, gets the pass. Now Leite kicking along this left side. Got some space in the middle there, but kept out. And in 11 seconds, back to 5-on-5. It's been a while. Allen for Austin Vanachuk as Hook Stratton with Marcher back on the floor. 5-on-5. Thunder with possession, finally waiting, looking around, and Austin Vanachuk whips that past Maximenko. A 5-on-5 goal after all of that. 5-2 Thunder. Special teams numbers. Hopefully we'll get caught up on in the second intermission as Williams taking a ball off the boards. Final 2 minutes, second period. Langley led 4-1 after one. It's been a 1-1 second period as the Thunder now 2-on-1 over center. And Okiyama bouncing that off of Maximenko. Glass, Smith, Terry onto the floor, takes the ball. Longacre behind him. Longacre now right side. Vanachuk the only one not to touch it yet as he bounces it across. Smith plays that in the corner. Smith across here right side. And finally low, Terry sends that into Maximenko's pads. 75 seconds left, second period. Down the floor, waiting. And finally sending that off. Sheldrake getting it there now. Loose ball in front. Glanville scores. The first off of Kahn, and Wren with his second of the game. The Bellies third. 5-3 Thunder, 58 seconds left as Glanville got the rebound there.
Billy's third goal scored by number 11, Glanville, unassisted. That's Glanville.
Glanville's second of the game and second unassisted goal. And now, as Maximenko was ready to play it, sent down behind the net there, Washington. And New West losing possession. Langley deep, 38 seconds left. A lot of noise below us, mostly coming from the Thunder bench, not from both benches at each other. Kirby flipping for Phelan. Maximenko called to the bench. Schnurr, 13 seconds left on both blocks. Bellies now 6-on-5. Leahy with it, moving in, and put that right into the Thunder crest of Kahn, who chucks it down the floor. Wall wide. 5-3. Langley outscored 2-1 in that second period, but leading by 2 after 2. All right, we will catch up on the stats in the second intermission. One shorthanded goal. Leahy has that for New West. Glanville scored the first 3:30 in and has the latest for the Salmonbellies, unassisted again with 58 seconds left. Ian Douglas with you here from historic Queen's Park Arena on Trickshot.
taps are always flowing, the plates are piled high, and the energy is just as electric as what you've seen on the floor tonight. Crowd crews that hit like an 8-1 shot in a welcoming atmosphere that feels like home turf. Hops Pub is where champions celebrate and rivals cheer in the good times. So rally your crew, raise a glass, and keep the night alive at Hops Pub. New West, go to for great food, great drinks, and even greater memories. Thanks to Hops Pub for your support of the New West Junior Bellies.
All right, back for the third period and a 2-goal game. Thunder gave up the first goal, but with the lead since. 2 goals in 18 seconds to start the game early in the third now. 5-on-5. Glass there for Allen, trying to find a shot. Austin Vanachuk sends that off of Maximenko. Boris to our left now, and still in goal starting to our right, Marcus Kahn. Shots 33-31. New West after 2, 17-16 Langley in that second period, and it's a 1-goal game. Glanville from the left side and ran over the top through bodies. That's his third. Finished the second period scoring. This one only 42 seconds into the third. As down the floor and scores, going to the floor and sliding into the corner there with speed off the draw, Brandon Kirby. Kirby took one look at the bench and then took it in on his own from the left side and stick side on Con. It's tied 5-5. Not even a minute in. New West starting the season 2-0. Coming into this one, Langley without a loss. So Glanville with his third goal of the game, all 3 unassisted. Ren's jersey for Archer Plastics Incorporated. And, pardon me, Leite with credit from Kirby. Definitely noisy below us now as the Bellies looking for another. Glanville there, and he scores. Glanville found Williams in front, but back the other way, he beat Kahn. had at least 1 foot in. Terry. I want to take a check on the Billy's tying goal. You saw the replay at home. All right, it was just announced wrong. Doug's fault, not mine. Obviously, Kirby tied the game at 5 there. Leite with the assist. We have at least 1 viewer. 2.5 in. And tied at 5 here in the third. Allen across. New West is yet to lead. Terry along that right side. Now 1 hand on the stick. Fighting off his check there, Longacre, and he's dumped. Now from the right side at the buzzer, Terry got a shot away. Now he and Kennett exchange shots. Yes, now corrected. Kirby from Leite. Don't worry about the last one. The next one's on its way. Those goals were 5 seconds apart. Shots 35-34 New West. Glanville into the left corner. Leite slipped there, but stays standing. Now for Wren, and that high over the shoulders and net there. The Katsis, and this time not stuck in his pads, but in his glove. Maximenko has that with 3:54 gone. The first mop of the game. There wasn't a handful here on Thursday in the seniors opener. Coming in, Adnex and Thunder without a loss, but tied at the top. Victoria 3-1. 3 with 6 points. New West with 4. Burnaby and Port Coquitlam 1 win. Saints with 3 losses already. Delta and Nanaimo 0-4. Those are the 2 teams New West has beat. Working from the bottom up, Alexander. Now Glanville across. Phelan Williams chucks that for Glanville. High left side there. Brady Schnurr. And Alexander diving in front. Got a piece of 2 bodies there. 35-35 the shots, 5-5 the score. And we had some playing in the intermissions, but we didn't have a frisbee toss, at least for 2 senior teams. That has been a challenge in their first 2 home games. Down the floor, Smith bumped there by Washington. Leite trying to get away from Washington. Push there. Now Schnurr will slow it down. Keegan down the left side, center of the floor low, and stick there by Marcus Kahn. Both here in New West and in Coquitlam, the senior home openers. Frisbees on the floor. Too close here in New West, but before the winners were picked up, the kids flooded onto the floor, and it was anyone's guess after that. Sheldrake limping. Glanville off the bench, around one, sends it behind the net there. Now back out in front. Ren got a piece of it as Alexander behind the net. One hand on the stick. Williams down and back up. And given away along the far side, down the floor, making moves and scores. That took a while. Beauregard took his time, but Koji Okiyama 6'5", 5:59 in. The 36th shot for the Thunder. I looked in that second intermission. There is quite a few people below us, but
Langley, 6 goals, scored by number 23, Koji.
the bench is maybe just the Thunder bench. Good or bad, loud all game. And Okiyama unassisted, and New West tying the game at 6. Scott Williams in his first game of the season, back right in front of Kahn there. If New West scores even double digits, that goal song. 6-6.
6 goals, scored by number 3, Scotty Williams. Assist number 4, Graham Farstad. Williams from Farstad.
Williams from Farstad, the 6-6 goal.
Williams jersey is sponsored by RBC Dominions.
And now a down belly, his jersey half up there, half on his back and on his side. Along the boards, Casey Ellerby in her first season with the Junior A Salmonbellies. Burnaby seniors and juniors. Apologies, but I can't make out the number when I was looking down there. He's on his back, and it's his right side. Gifford watching over, and at center, Anderson and Beauregard speaking with each other. Now Difford getting instructions here, is going to try and help out, but now a call to the bench. Sonnen on his way over. Grabbing the elbows there and slowly peeling off the floor. Two players and the trainer just have him sitting up now. And that's the whole time I could see the numbers on his shorts, but obviously nobody in the building wanted that to be the player, but it is Ren Glanville, his right side. Helped off here, but 13-12 left in the third period, now stopping halfway to the bench. A hat trick in the game, all three unassisted. 6-6 as Glanville is done for now at least. Okayama got the lead back unassisted. And Williams from Farstad the latest. Langley loses that. Leite, Phelan, Alexander, Schnurr, Farstad. Captain is done for this one at least, as it's tossed down the floor, and the Katsis getting it onto Maximenko. Ren Glanville, 3 goals. Archer Plastics Incorporated helping Ren out now. Backing up Schnurr along that left side. Haven't seen Twomley in a while, as Hoogstraten down the floor alone and scores. The way Maximenko came toward us here along the right side, looked like he had kept it out. He's having words with referee Josh Beauregard. .7:38 the time. Thunder leads 7-6.
Thunder's 7th goal scored at number 49, Xavier Washington, unassisted.
Washington unassisted.
22.
Nobody has needed help scoring. That's at least 5, maybe 6 unassisted goals between the two in this game. Eastgate will just toss it in. Nice job, Leite, taking that. A little flip pass by Schnurr. O'Callahan. Now Glass taking the pass there from Grayson Bellotti. Looking for a shot. Now Austin Vanachuk will send that wide. We had 5 goals in the first 7 minutes. Williams, now Alexander. It's tough to miss Joey Gagnon anywhere with the bright pink shoes. Now Dane Hebert with 1 yellow and 1 faded purple. Anything clashes with the green here at Queen's Park. Allen. Glass. 10 gone, 10 left, third period, 1-goal game. Thunder at 1 point up 4-1 and then 5-2 in the first and second periods. Alexander. Phelan in front. Leahy looking to go up and behind Con. Keegan again can't get inside a pass there. Hit the back of the Thunder captain Grayson Bellotti. Now Lacrosse below us here, Allen. And a wipe needed back in front of the Thunder goal. Five on five. Haven't had a penalty in this third period. The Bellies without one for the rest of this game. Without 1-1. Brent Glanville went down hard along the boards where Schnurr is right now. Brady across. Looking, turning around there. Alexander. Now Williams looking low to the net and tried to get that up and behind Con. Bench and crowd liking this, keeping it going. Schnurr. 5 on 5. Brady just misplayed that, had it go high and off his stick there. Williams coming up with it now at the side of the net. Leahy bouncing that wide. Taken into the end boards hard. $80 shots. 42-38 New West. 13 goals. Eastgate. Longacre got the shot away, sent it behind the net, got it back there from Washington. Eastgate into that far corner, passing there. Vandenchuk. Austin trying to drive around his man to the floor there with Weatherby. Farstad trying to bounce that across. Kirby there. And Con ahead for his captain. Grayson Bellotti over center. Hoogstraten off the bench with Eastgate, Glass, and Austin Vandenchuk. Taking the pass there. And returning it along that right side, Hook Stratton. Side of the net, bouncing that off of Maximenko Austin. Vanachuk. I can only say I got this cold or problem with my throat after back-to-back nights in Coquitlam. Saturday and Sunday at the Palace on Poirier, as most say. Under 6 left. And now we haven't had a goal in almost 7 minutes, and another wipe. There is a leak in front of Marcus Kahn. Kahn bringing it back into play to center for Allen. Along this left side, Eastgate. Across. Terry getting it down low at the side there. Longacre moving it around. Vanachuk across. Allen. Allen through bodies and bouncing that up and out of play. Thunderball deep. Eastgate. 5.5 left. 7-6. Langley. Glass onto the floor. Terry over there along the right side, now flipping it toward the net. Longacre. Ball bouncing back and over Braden there as he picked up his glove. I knew when I said it at least twice, I was going to be wrong, but Ren Glanville back in the game, back on the floor, the captain, as apparently is on the way to the Thunder tripping. But Glanville taped up, leg around the knee on that right side. For now looked worse than it is. O'Callahan for tripping at 15-11.
That's O'Callahan, 2 minutes tripping at 4:49.
New West 0 for 1, just one power play. Now left side, and Glanville leans into that. Watch that right side, but now stripped at center. Leite, and all alone making moves, scores. Koji Okiyama. Short-handed. Each with a short-handed goal now.
Short-handed, unassisted by number 23, Koji Okahama. Okahama, short-handed at 4:21.
8-6. And another unassisted goal for Okiyama. That's Koji's second of the game. Yeah, at least almost half, and back on the board. Back to a 1-goal game after a shorthanded goal, a power play goal. Leahy with 3:57 left. Along that left side and followed through there. Low on Con. I had a 2-pager on Friday. Burnaby senior game with Maple Ridge, and this one getting close with 3:43 left. Leahy from Williams and Farstad on the power play. After the shorthanded goal, and for Keegan, that is his second. Glanville with 3, and Red is back on the bench in a 1-goal game. 3:08 left, and at the side there, Maximenko keeping Allen out. Battle for the ball. Langley with it. Hoogstraten. Austin Vandenchuk taking it there from Glass. Vandenchuk slowly told to hold. Looking back at the bench. Hoogstraten. Now across here. Glass. Over there, right side. Austin Vandenchuk. It's bounced around the net there. Langley with the loose ball. Longacre. Vandenchuk. 2.5 left. Allen with Eastgate in front. Glass driving from the left side and wide there. Now battle for the ball, but Sonnen all over Vandenchuk. And Weatherby over center. 2 left, 8-7 Langley. Thunder have had the lead from start to finish, but the Bellies tying the game twice in the third period. Ronan Bellotti running away from a pair. Hoogstraten. 90 seconds left. Each team looking to keep the streak alive, and in front scores. Austin Vandenchuk took the pass. 9-7 Thunder. 83 seconds left.
Thunder's 9th goal, scorer number 12, Austin Vandenchuk. Assist number 19, Trickshot. And number 23, Koji Okada. Time of the goal, 2:23.
Maximenko on the bench. Down by 2. 1:05 left. 6-on-5. All 5 Thunder in front of Con. As now from the left side there, Leahy shot off a body, and Phelan in front got a piece of the ball, but Maximenko following the play back to his net. Thunder happy just to hang on to it. 40 seconds left. 2 more meetings, both in Langley, June 4th and 9th at 7:30. New West and Burnaby tomorrow at 7. Langley will host Coquitlam on Thursday at 7:30. Timeout, New West. 25 seconds left, 45-45 on the shot clock. Trying to keep the power play numbers here, and each with a shorthanded goal. .26 seconds left. Farstad, Phelan, Williams. I don't think I have seen Glanville since that one shift returning. He would definitely be out here now. Leahy, right side for Williams. Across, Keegan thought he had that off of his stick, bouncing around. Net empty as down the floor, and Okiyama. Koji with his third. And with 11 seconds left after the goal, Honan Bellotti to the box. All right, so my special teams numbers may be out the window here. Three straight for the Thunder. Pardon me, four straight. Or am I missing something? I always am. In the final seconds here, Langley. Didn't give up the lead from start to finish, but the Salmonbellies tying it twice in the second period, tied after the opener scored 18 seconds later back in the first. New West now 2-1. Langley will lead the standings right now at 4-0. Adanacs 3-0. Coquitlam in Langley on Thursday. All right, final shots 46-45 Thunder. And in that third period, New West with 22, Langley with 15.
Final score, Langley under 10.
Two shorthanded goals. Okiyama with his third. Ren Glanville with three as well for the Salmonbellies. Glanville went off, I thought would be off a lot longer. Came back, had at least one shift, but his right leg taped up around the knee. Langley will host Coquitlam on, did I say Friday? No, that's Wednesday. And New West hosting Coquitlam, Langley, and Coquitlam 7:30 on Thursday. Tomorrow, Wednesday, New West is in Burnaby at 7 o'clock. The Salmonbellies now 2-1. The Thunder 4-0. All right. Thank you to Theo and Matt producing. Stephanie on the camera, the final. Langley 10, New West 7. I'm Ian Douglas. Good night from Queen's Park Arena.